again. Just thought I'd do another video today because I wasn't planning on doing this or doing any one today, but watching an old video of mine. Yeah, sad watching yourself, I know, but I was just watching an old one on me talking about depression and coming off citalopram, and I did a video where you might remember if you've seen it, I don't know, but I think I called it coming off citalopram, or I think that's what I named it. But yeah, obviously I was focusing on that coming off citalopram and whether that was affecting my moods temporarily whilst trying to wean myself off the medication. And it just made me think, because it was a couple of years ago I think I did that video, and I thought, yeah, it might be good to do an update on how things are now and how I feel I have progressed, what that experience was like, and maybe what kinds of things were maybe affecting me at that time, causing my low moods and my frustrations, and now how things are now. Like, things aren't perfect again, but you know, I still have times where I feel quite frustrated about different things in life and work and different things, but I am on the whole a lot better, I think, and a lot better at managing progressing through the low moods and managing them, I think, a little bit easier. I'm not saying I don't struggle at all sometimes, 'cause sometimes I do, but it just, yeah, having reflected on that old video where I'm really talking about feeling those negative things and looking at my future negatively and feeling like just low mood and not solidly depressed, but just a sense of like low mood, you know what I mean. But anyway, some people watching this will be able to relate to it, some people won't, but you know, if you can't, then switch off and don't listen, or you know, listen if you do relate to it, or you find it interesting, or you know, someone who's going through depression or trying to come off medication. But anyway, so sorry if you can hear some strange noises. I've got my window open because I got a bit warm today. It's kind of the day where it keeps going hot and cold and that, you know. But anyway, so I've got the window open. See, maybe there's actually a washing machine going as well. So I always seem to do videos when I've got my washing machine on. I don't know why that is. It just seems to be when I'm in an active mood and I'm doing my housework, I then start thinking, oh, I'll do a video while I'm mentioning about the house. Yeah, for some reason that puts me in the mood for talking and doing videos, but I might edit some of this. I'll edit some of this anyway. So yeah, over the last couple of years I've done a lot of videos on actually I haven't done a lot of videos. I've done a few videos on me moaning about my hair, getting stressed about it, worrying about work and jobs, and I've been in my new job a year now, so it's what is it today, May the 28th I think it is today, or no, it must be much later than that. It's May the 28th or something like that, but we've just had bank holiday. It's Wednesday today and we have bank holiday Monday, so I'm off work this week because it's half term. I don't do I'm term time only, so yeah, I'm not in work, and I've been home to see mum and dad and that, and went out with a couple of friends back in Lincoln, and I'm back now, back at home as in my home, not mum and dad's home. And yeah, I feel a bit refreshed, and I've had counselling today as well, this afternoon, so I feel like I'm moving forward in that. The counselling, I've been in a few sessions now of counselling, and I waited 2 years for that to come through. I won't go into all the ins and outs of it, but basically I was put on a list. I was waiting a long time, and then they took me off the list, didn't tell me they'd taken me off the list, crazy, and then I had to go back on a list, and then it was all crazy. So I waited 2.5 years roughly to get this counselling. Yeah, nearly 2.5 years. So I'm now in, I started it in January, so it's now like end of May, so early January I started, so it's now 5 months in, and I haven't been doing it every week, sort of most weeks, but missing a few weeks out because of work commitments. But anyway, and I feel like, yes, it is helping, and I've waited so long for that counselling. Like, I waited because I went through a couple of, well, 2 or 3 difficult things in a short space of time, and so I put forward for counselling, and then yeah, it's finally through. So yeah, I think that is helping. But I was going to talk about my depression and low moods and things like that now. I've had depression on and off for years, and different circumstances in life definitely trigger it and move it for, or bring an episode back, if that makes sense. But anyway, so yeah, I'm still on Citalopram, for those who really want to know about that. So I'm still on Citalopram, and I'm now weaning myself off, because when I did a video a couple of years ago, I was talking about coming off and not taking a tablet on a Saturday and a Wednesday, and I've continued that pattern for a long time now. Don't take one Saturday, don't take one Wednesday, and my body has completely got used to that. For those who are trying to wean off and you're missing tablets out on certain days, or you're just trying that out and you're thinking, oh, I better not miss days out because I'm struggling, how do I do this? You are going to struggle at first. When you start coming off citalopram, you do struggle at first, and you have vivid dreams, really strange, weird, vivid dreams. Not always bad dreams, just weird. Some of them bad, some of them just plain weird, and you can't make sense of them. That's just normal. You may have really strong, weird anxiety feelings, like lightheaded. You might wake up feeling really lightheaded, craving a tablet, and you start to recognise that feeling that your body is craving the medication. And to come off, excuse me, to come off citalopram, unfortunately, you've got to press through those times. And my advice to anyone trying to come off, not that I've completely come off yet, but I have, like I said, I've managed to take less of it. My advice is to just really press through those weird feelings, but to listen to your body. And like, if you really are craving the medication and you're trying to miss tablets out, maybe miss a tablet out every fortnight on a certain day rather than every week on a certain day, if that makes sense. So for example, when I started, I'm now weaning off Mondays, so Wednesday, Saturdays I don't take a tablet, and now it's Mondays as well that I'm starting to not take a tablet. And my body reacted at first to that, like, help, panic, oh, weird, you know, can't cope. And now my body is starting to go, okay, I think this is fine, I think we can cope. And I've pressed through that, oh my gosh, I really need a tablet, it's Monday, I'm freaking out, I really need one. And then I thought, no, I'll just really try and push through this. So what I did was started missing one out every other Monday, or every 3 weeks on a Monday. And eventually I've now got to the point where, I must admit, this Monday I did take one, but the last 2 Mondays before that I didn't take one. So I had a couple of Mondays in a row, no tablet, and then the following Monday, I'm talking week on week now here, obviously, because I'm taking tablets like certain days of the week. So I'm just talking about weaning yourself off, gradually coming off, gradually getting your body used to coming off. And I just thought I'd do a video on this, actually, because I'm not saying I'm a great success. I'm just saying I sympathise with people who are trying to do this and struggling with it. Like I said, the weird dreams, the weird feelings, the strong anxiety feeling where you think your body just feels this weird weakness kind of thing, and you're like, oh, I really need a tablet. And that's your body's way, because it's got so used to having that medication. I did question, as you might remember on the video 2 years ago, should I be coming off? I don't even know if I should be coming off. Should I, shouldn't I? So I continued for a couple of years on the taking 10 milligrams. So I came from 20 to 10, dropped down to 10 in the same way, and gradually reducing it. So I've been on 10 milligrams a day. Like I said, it's not every day, but I dropped down to 10 ages ago now, a couple of years ago, whenever it was. And I then started to, like I said, miss out a Saturday. I think I did first, or was it a Wednesday? I can't remember. I think it was Saturdays. Then I gradually introduced missing a Wednesday. So I'm not saying I am what success looks like. I'm just saying, trying to help people out there who might be really struggling with these. First of all, the question, should I come off? Am I ready to come off? Well, only you can answer that, and talk to your doctor about it. Obviously, talk to your doctor about it. I would not ever say do this without talking to your doctor. I did originally discuss this with my doctor and say I'm weaning myself off, but I think your best bet, and I know this sounds like going against typical advice, but your body knows best, and you need to listen to that, and to some degree you really try and press through those weird feelings if you can. And you don't have to rigidly stick to this pattern when you are coming off, like, oh, if you are missing certain days out, you know, and you get to say Saturday, if you miss Saturdays out and you think, oh my gosh, you know, I really can't take a tablet because it's a Saturday and I've really got to come off and blah blah blah, and you start pressuring yourself and you start beating yourself up about it. Don't do that. Don't beat yourself up about it. If you need a tablet, take one. You know, if it's your day for normally missing one out and you just feel too weird, or you've got to go somewhere for the day and you don't want to feel weird all day because you're going out for the day or the night or something, and you know, so I'm just trying to help people out there who are thinking of coming off, and I am, you know, I'm one of these people who is still weaning off them, and I feel okay most of the time. I think the main thing I will say for me, and side effects affect everyone in different ways, but one of the things for me is, well, a couple of things actually. One is sleepy. I just feel so sleepy. I can sleep for England. I'm exhausted, I'm tired. And yes, I know with my job I'm travelling a lot to get to work and back, and that doesn't help. But I think even before that, it's like Citalopram really makes me tired. Okay, it really makes me sleepy, and I think the sleepiness and the not wanting to do anything and the sluggish, like can't be bothered, you know, just want to sleep. That is down to Citalopram, definitely. I've been like that pretty much since I've been on them. Sorry, I've got an itchy ear. Not good to be on video scratching my ear. And yeah, and the other thing is, now I read somewhere, I noticed how I was having diabetic symptoms. Now I am not diabetic. I've been tested by doctors. I am not, definitely not. I'm not even pre-diabetic. But I'm definitely having symptoms of glucose, high blood glucose levels being like spikes in my, and they're definitely the symptoms. And I did the finger prick thing at a pharmacy, and it was really sky high for that time of day. It was high, and so and I read up on side effects on Citalopram, and it said one of the side effects is, if you're diabetic, which obviously I'm not, but it said if you're diabetic you may have difficulties controlling your blood glucose levels. And I thought, that's interesting, because no, I'm not diabetic, but I seem to still be having problems controlling those levels, and I get symptoms like itching. You know, you may have, I have mentioned on a video before, but I just want to scratch, especially like my ankles, my feet, my legs, that area, just scratch like crazy. And it actually is a symptom of diabetes. That isn't my only symptom. I've had other symptoms like going to the loo all the time, wanting to go to the loo, want to go to the loo again, want to go to the loo again and again and again and again, just look like every 5 minutes, need the loo, need the loo, need the loo. Another symptom of diabetes. And yes, I've been checked, and no, I don't have it. But these are definite symptoms. I mean, I've had a few, like I said, a few symptoms, and at certain points, especially after certain meals and certain things I've eaten, if I eat really sweet things, then it happens, I go itchy like crazy. So, and I never had this before, so, well, yeah, I didn't really have this before, not to this degree. So I think that I'm having glucose spikes. Probably, if that is a symptom of Citalopram, like having problems controlling your blood glucose levels, then I reckon that is what is causing it. And we will see when I'm completely off, then a Citalopram, then maybe I'll be able to see for myself if that has calmed down. I noticed that eating certain things or not eating certain things helps, or doesn't help, whichever way, you know, whichever direction you're going in. So I try and make sure I'm not eating too many sweet things. And sometimes, yeah, I give in and I eat loads of sweet things and loads of bad stuff, and loads of carbohydrates and blah blah blah, things like that. But I'm trying not to do that. So yeah, if anybody wants to comment on anything that I've said today, do so. This is about citalopram, depression, glucose levels even, things like that, and low mood and things like that. So if you want to comment on any of those things or anything else, then please feel free to do so. And by the way, I am feeling so much better. I do still have low mood. Sometimes I get into a negative, stressy. Work has caused a lot of stress. The year that I've been working, it's been great. The job's great in so many ways. It's brilliant in so many ways. It's doing me a lot of good in so many ways, but it's stretching me, which is great. But I've had a lot of just stress, you know, quite really had to try and manage these stress levels. And of course, driving a lot to get to work in the first place is not going to help. So yeah, if you want to comment on any of those things, then please do. But yeah, I just want to leave you with that thought that you can do it. If you are coming off citalopram, you can do it. If you're going on for the first time, don't let this put you off. Don't let this stop you taking citalopram. If you're just embarking on the early journey of taking it, don't let this put you off. If you feel you need them, then go for it. I don't regret taking them. I don't regret going on them. I think it's helped me in so many ways and calmed my mood and helped me in so many ways, despite the side effects. So if it works for you and it, you know, if you need it, you need it. This isn't a don't go on it video. And don't let the side effects put you off either, because I've talked about, because those side effects don't work, they don't happen to everybody, and we're all different, we all react differently. And I think the plus points that I've gained from being on citalopram have outweighed the minuses. Quite honestly, I do feel that. But coming off I think is the right decision for me, and I'm going to do that slowly and gradually. I'm not going to rush it. So I hope this video has helped people out there in some way, shape or form, and please do comment, you know, let me know what you're thinking and maybe your journey yourself of what your experiences are. Okay, thanks for listening. Take care. Bye for now.